Eric Adams. Charges are dropped. Federal probe gone because Trump said so. Prosecutors have now resigned. Put it up full mass. A flurry of resignations after DOJ, Department of Justice, tells prosecutors drop all charges, all investigations against New York Mayor Eric Adams. Danielle Sassoon, a conservative lawyer recently promoted by Donald Trump, resigned after refusing to dismiss the case. A move, she said, would set a, quote, breathtaking and dangerous precedent. Her departure was followed by the resignations of at least 5 other top Justice Department officials. On Monday, a Trump appointee, acting Deputy Attorney General Emil Bo, ordered Sassoon and New York prosecutors to drop the case, saying it, quote, restricted the mayor's ability to address, quote, illegal immigration and violent crime, end quote, a key goal of the Trump administration. So the Deputy Attorney General, acting Deputy Attorney General, did not address the merits of the case and noted that the Justice Department would reserve the right to reinstitute the charges after the mayoral election in November. You better win, buddy. Because what Trump is saying, if you can't help me because you're not elected. Anyway, so here's the dynamic. They dropped the charges knowing good and damn well a grand jury has indicted. The evidence is plentiful, but the message is intentional. There's more. So the prosecutor with principles, Ms. Sassoon, refused to drop the case. She said, I'm not signing that. However, setting out her reasoning in a letter to the Attorney General on Thursday and saying that she saw no good faith reason for dropping the case, quote, because the law does not support a dismissal. And because I am confident that Adams has committed the crimes with which he is charged. I cannot agree to seek a dismissal driven by improper considerations, she wrote. 5 other Justice Department prosecutors resigned on Thursday. John Keller, acting head of the Public Corruption Unit. Kevin Driscoll, a senior official in the criminal division. And then later on Thursday, U.S. media outlets reported 3 additional prosecutors left also. Tom Holman has a warning for Eric Adams, and here it is, okay?
If he doesn't come through,
you're up early anyway.
If he doesn't come through, I'll be back in New York City,
right.
And we won't be sitting on the couch. I'll be in his office, up his butt, saying, "Where the hell is the agreement we came to?" So,
right. I want ICE to deliver, and I want ICE to deliver. We're going to deliver for the safety of the people of this city.
Right.
He's the border czar. So, border czar. Question on Fox News if Representative AOC was impeding the administration's efforts. Here it is.
Anymore.
But Tom, you got AOC out there, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Congresswoman, putting out a webinar, doing a webinar to help illegals avoid, I guess, apprehension, giving tips about how to continue to remain in the country and ultimately game the system.
And I sent an email today to the Deputy Attorney General. At what level is that impediment? Is that impediment? I'm not an attorney, I'm not a prosecutor. Is that impediment? Is that impeding our law enforcement efforts? If so, what are we going to do about it? Is she crossing the line? So I'm working with the Department of Justice and finding out where is that line that they cross. So maybe AOC is going to be in trouble now, but I need the AOG to opine on that. But because Impeachment is impeachment, in my opinion. I'm not a prosecutor, but we need some further guidance on that. But again, if we have to take every federal dollar out of the city, we'll do it. I mean, we're done.
Against stupidity, we are defenseless, right? AOC responded on Blue Sky, quote, maybe she's going to be in trouble now, she said, quoting him. Maybe he can learn to read. The Constitution would be a good place to start, end quote. It wasn't the first time that Holman suggested an elected Democrat could face serious consequences. Last week, he threatened the governor of New Jersey with jail for concealing an illegal alien. Representative Omar, co-worker, is petitioning to have her deported. Put it up. On Tuesday, freshman Representative Brandon Gill, Republican out of Texas, launched a petition to have Representative Omar, Democrat out of Minnesota, deported, and it doesn't end there. He's also fundraising off the petition as well. That is the Trumpian way. Quote, friend, we should have never let Omar into our country. Gill wrote in the fundraising email to his supporters, which features a photo of him and President Trump standing as close as lovers, both with their misshapen thumbs pointed in the sky. And frankly, America would be a much better place if she were to be sent back to Somalia. The time has come to arrest and deport Ilhan Omar. Sign my petition and let's send her back to Somalia, where she belongs. The email also accuses Omar of, quote, facilitating a full-scale invasion of our country, adding a normal society would refer to that as treason. Before I continue, MAGA, they really don't have respect for the people who empower them. They have disdain for them. They manipulate them constantly, echo lies, not truth. They game them on a regular basis. They will utilize this facade just to get dollars and put our dear sister in actual danger. Put her up. She has responded. Quote, it is truly disgusting that members of the Republican Party feel emboldened to engage in racist and, quite frankly, fascist remarks. She said in a statement, Representative Gill's attempt to clout chase by threatening to deport a legal U.S. citizen because you disagree with them is directly out of Donald Trump's fascist playbook. Correct. Gill first called for Omar to be deported on February 4th. She responded to Politico, quote, how stupid you have to be a member of Congress and think your colleague who is a member of Congress can be deported. What a dumbass, she told Politico. On Friday, the White House was called out for its cruel Valentine's Day Instagram message to migrants. This was posted on the official White House Instagram page. Quote, roses are red, violets are blue. Come here illegally and we'll deport you. You know, I'm waiting for the point in our journey collectively on this planet where an organized religion will bring people together rather than utilize said religion to continue to rip people apart. Sharon, thoughts here?
Look, I think it's typical, is what I'll say. I mean, it's typical of the way things are going these days, and it's up to us to say, no, we're not going to put up with it, Doc. We're not going to put
Yes.
up with this.
That's right.
And I think we have to keep fighting it. Although I do feel sympathy, empathy for those of us who are just tired. We're being hit from everywhere.
Yeah. Do not become weary in good doing.
That part.
What we are doing, those that watch this program, those that advocate for others, we're doing it because it's in our heart to do. All right. It's in our heart to do. And if we stop doing it, we would no longer be who we are. So we continue to do exactly what we do. We bring light in order to make the darkness flee.